Hello, my loves. So, this is different. So, I pre recorded this because I will be out of town today. So, I didn't want to leave you guys without a video. So, I am here pre recording because I love you guys so much. So, come on and watch the video and make sure you like, comment, and share. Still, make sure you do that. Make sure you follow me and all of those things. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel as well, because I will upload this and all the other videos that I have done already on my YouTube, Latoya Kight. So make sure you do that. But here we go, and this is gonna be different. So you guys, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So my title today is Me, Myself, and I. First of all, this week has been quite crazy because I work all day literally, and I feel like I'm in somebody's prison. So when I get off, I am just like, ugh, like let it all, just ready to run out the door, but we bless God for a job in these times. And all the things that have been going on in the world, I thank God that I have still been safe, my family has still been safe and still been covered and healthy. If you missed the video last week, please go and watch. I had two amazing guys, Desmond Holt and Chris Courtenay, on there talking about being a black father and a black man with everything going on. So check that out. If you missed it, go to my YouTube page and check that out. So like I said, my topic was me, myself, and I. So I was reading my book that I co-authored. Um, it's called Change Your Posture for Women. Empowered Women Empower Women. So a group of us ladies all put different things in their writings for each day, for different things that you go through in your life and different things that you deal with. And this particular one I wrote on June 24th. And it says, I am a great friend to me. No matter what, I got me. I've got me. And I've got myself. I've got me. Me, myself, and I. I am my best friend. I know myself inside and out, so I know how to take care of me. I even know that when I don't have good friends, I have myself. I know that I am good enough. I am able to be happy with me. I know that I have enough on the inside of me to be able to be successful, even if the hand claps, applause, approvals are not there. I know I have enough in me to be loved without having someone else tell me that I am enough. I am all I need, and the greatest friend that I can have is myself. I lift myself up. I trust myself. That's what a great friend is, and that's what a great friend does. If I can't be a great friend to myself first, then I can't be a great friend to somebody else. So I am a great friend to me. And if you don't have this book, you can contact me to get this book. It's again it daily thing every day you can read it. It's different writings from different women every day. And it blessed me so much when I read it. Sometimes you read your own stuff and you be like, girl, you did that. That was good, girl. That you read that. That was good. You wrote that. So that's what I had. I had that moment this week when I read it, and I was like, that was absolutely amazing and a great reminder that I can be my own friend. And that doesn't mean that I don't need friends. That doesn't mean that I don't need people around me. What it means is that I can be confident enough in knowing that I have myself and that I don't have to depend on other people to be around me. And it reminded me of the song that Beyonce sung, and yeah, Beyonce people. So y'all don't be coming. I know y'all know I'm not, but it's fine. You know, this song that she wrote, it was my anthem. Like, yes, a Beyonce song was my anthem. That was my anthem. That was like something that I was singing to the top of my lungs and everything, because I just like, oh girl, you wrote that song for me. And of course, it's called Me, Myself, and I. And in the song, no, I'm not gonna sing. I thought about it, but I'm not gonna do it today. So in the song, it's a part where it says, me, myself, and I. That's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. It ain't no need to cry. I took a vow that from now on, I will be my own best friend. And she's talking about what she went through with a guy she was with, you know, and how he dogged her out and mistreated her. And at the same time that she released the song, I was going through with my ex-husband. So it was something that I took in and I took on, and I took it as my anthem. And I was like, yeah, I don't need you. I don't need to deal with this, because at the end of the day, me, myself, and I got me. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And I applied it across the board, not just to men, not just to women, family, everything. I started to apply that thing, because at the end of the day, if no one else has me, outside of God, because God always has you, and God is always going to be there, and God is always going to do everything that you need done. God is somebody that you can depend on through the thick and thin, the ups and downs, and the all the crazy stuff. God is always there. God is always going to be there. But outside of him, instead of me waiting on people, instead of me waiting for someone to say you're great, instead of me waiting on someone to say I got you, instead of me waiting on somebody to say that they're there for me, instead of me waiting for somebody to give me a pat on the back, I chose me at the end of the day. And I said, you don't ever have to applaud me. You don't ever have to lift me up. You don't ever have to be there for me, because at the end of the day, I'm going to make it happen. At the end of the day, I'm going to look out for me. At the end of the day, I'm going to be happy. That's something that I took on when I went through my divorce. When I went through my divorce, I said to myself, if I don't ever get married again, if I don't ever get in a relationship again, I'm going to be great for me. I'm going to be great for the people around me. Point blank, period. For my children, I am going to be great. For my people, I am going to be happy, healthy, and whole. That's my whole motto. That's a mantra for me. That's what I have in my business mantra. That is what I believe, that at the end of the day, I will be happy, healthy, and whole, no matter what. That's why whenever all the chaos goes on in the world and goes on around me, maybe money isn't right, maybe family isn't right, maybe relationships are not right, maybe everyone isn't what I want them to be, and maybe I don't feel my best today, and maybe I don't see the greatest in me today. But at the end of the day, I got me, no matter what. At the end of the day, I'm not going to die waiting on people. At the end of the day, I'm not going to lose myself trying to figure out if you like me. At the end of the day, I'm not going to sit around waiting to figure out if you want me to be a part of your life. At the end of the day, I'm not going to sit up at night and worry about if you love me. At the end of the day, I got me. At the end of the day, I'm going to be okay, because I got me until the end. I got me until it's all over. I got me even if no one else is around. I got me even if no one else says, girl, you doing your thing. I got me. Because guess what? God showed me who I was. God showed me how great I was. God showed me how awesome I was. So at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter if you ever put a stamp of approval on me. It doesn't matter if you ever say that I'm amazing. It doesn't matter if you ever call my name. I have this thing now, I've been saying a lot lately that I create my own platforms. I've been saying a lot lately, don't sleep on you. And I mean that thing, because we so often we sit around and we wait on people that don't even know themselves. They don't even know who they are. They can't even pinpoint what they're supposed to be doing. They can't even tell you who they are. But you waiting around for them to tell you who you are? You got to be a new fool. You got to be some kind of crazy if you're sitting around waiting on man and flesh to approve you. No one has to approve you but God. No one else has to stand there with you but God. No one else has to hold your hand but God. So why would I hold back who I am? Why would I hold back all the greatness I have in me? Why would I sit back and say, I'm not good enough because you didn't approve me? Why would I do that? Who are you? Who are they? We have to remember that at the end of the day, the God that we serve has already stamped and approved us. The God we serve has already said who we are. All you got to do is read the word. It's there. All you got to do is pray and listen. All you got to do is sit still and know. Huh? Because at the end of the day, our God is awesome and he made awesome people. You just got to tap into who you are. You got to tap into who you're supposed to be. You got to tap into that thing that's deep down in you that you never imagined could come out of you. You got to tap into that thing, and you got to walk with boldness, and you got to walk straight up, and you got to hold your head up high, and you got to let the world know I am here. Isn't that another song that Beyonce sang? I am here. Yes, y'all gonna love me on today, y'all Beyonce people, because I am just shouting her out everywhere today. But seriously, we have to know this and we have to believe it. It's one thing to say it, like, we talk about having these motivational, moments, and having our quotes and our mottos, and we put them around our house. We have sticky notes everywhere, and we're saying these things to ourselves every day. But there's one thing to say it, but it's a whole other thing to believe it, and it's a whole nother thing to walk it out. Huh? It's one thing is not the same as the other. We can say it all day. And it's good to keep saying it. It's good to keep saying it until it gets deep down into your soul. It's good to keep saying it until it gets deep down into your spirit. It's good to keep saying it until it's ingrained into your mind. It's very good to keep saying it. But at the end of the day, if you don't believe it, and then if you don't walk in it, it won't matter. They are just words. They are just words that people keep hearing you say. They are just words that you keep hearing yourself say. And they are just words that the enemy is saying, oh, you can talk all that all you want to, but I don't care nothing about that. What you saying, you still are not big, bad, and bold. You still not going to do anything. You got to prove the enemy wrong. You got to show the enemy up, because that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to show that God is not who he say he is. He's trying to show that God did not make you who you are. He's trying to show that you not who you are or you call yourself to be. You got to prove the enemy wrong. Stop giving into the enemy. Stop giving into these people. Stop giving into these situations. Stop giving into these jobs. Stop giving into these places and things and situations. Stop giving into them, because they don't matter. They don't count. They don't have a say so in your life. The only people that have power, the only things that have power, the only situations that have power, the only places that have power is who and what and where you give power. You have to give power to it. You relinquish your rights to the power. That's what happens. Nothing can control you. Nothing can take over. Nothing can do anything to you that's harmful if you don't allow it. You expose yourself to the wrong people. You expose yourself to the wrong stuff. You expose yourself to the wrong places. And then you wonder why you're still stuck. And let me help y'all, because this been weighing real heavy on my heart. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. These mentors that you claim you got, I need you go back to the drawing board. Okay, I need you to go back to the drawing board. I need you to go and pray about that thing. I need you to have discernment about that thing. Have some discernment about it. Go back and pray about it. Really hear God about who you're supposed to connect to, because you are connecting to people you call mentor, and you're connecting to toxic people who can't even get themselves out of stuff. So you're trying to figure out why you're still stuck. You're trying to figure out why you're still there. You're trying to figure out why things not working out for you, because you're steady going to people who don't even know their way out of it. They don't even see themselves through the mud. They don't see themselves through the muck. And you want them to help you just because they cute, just because they talk good, just because they can prance around and do whatever, just because they got money, just because they have a title. Be very mindful about these mentors and people that you're following and believing in. And a lot of times, they're doing things and saying things to you to keep you under their thumb so that you won't ever be who you were supposed to be, because they don't want you to surpass them. You got to be careful. That's been on my heart, because I be seeing y'all be shouting out these people. Y'all be talking about, oh, this is my mentor, this is my, I love this, big sis, big bro, all this kind of stuff. Hey, let's just slow your roll. Okay, and let's really think about that thing. Let's think about that thing and go back to the drawing board and make sure that whoever you have in your life has your best interests at heart, and you see fruit. You see their fruit. You see the fruits of their labor. You see the fruits of the things that they have done in the earth. You see good fruit. And you say, hey, I want that. I want to be there. I want to be able to get through like they did. I want to be able to overcome like they did. I want to be able to be happy like they are. I want to be able to really be happy, healthy, and whole. Because a lot of these people, it's a facade. A lot of these people, if you follow them home, you're going to see a whole different person. So be very mindful. That's why this is so key when I say me, myself, and I, because sometimes you gotta walk alone until you can get to the point where you're so good that you're able to connect to other people. Because if you can't learn how to be with yourself, how are you gonna be with anybody else? This goes for relationships, friendships, all kind of relationships. If you can't be by yourself, how in the world are you going to be able to deal with anybody else if you can't deal with you? How? I've been hearing this a lot lately too. You know, the scripture that says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And I was really thinking about that thing, because see, we be saying stuff and we really don't be thinking about it. People say, people are supposed to love others as they would love themselves, and they probably are. You got to think about that. They probably are loving you like they love themselves. They're toxic. They don't love themselves. They're negative. Don't let the exterior mess you up. Don't let what you see on the outside mess you up. Don't let what you see them driving mess you up. Don't let what you see them living in mess you up. Don't let it mess you up. Don't let the facade mess you up. Ask God to raise your discernment. Raise my discernment, God. Open my eyes, remove the scales from my eyes, from the very people that I deem to be these amazing people may not be as amazing as I think they are. And yes, we all have flaws. And yes, we all mess up. And yes, we are all sometimes garbage. We are. That's like my new favorite word, garbage and trash. So, yes, we have our faults. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is going to do everything right. No. But at the end of the day, as a whole, who are you? If you go to somebody, you want them to be your mentor, and they can't tell you who they are, and they can't tell you what their purpose is, it's a no. Cut it out. They can't lead you. There has to be a master and a student. There has to be a teacher and a student. There has to be somebody that's able to teach and somebody that's able to learn. And if you got two people that's trying to learn in the same area, because we all learning, we'll never stop learning. We'll never get every day. And I'll tell people all the time, oh, I'm still learning. I still don't. And I'll tell people that want me to mentor them and coach them and so I be like, listen, I don't know, but we gonna figure it out together. I'm gonna find somebody that can figure it out for you. That's wisdom. Instead of me giving you some advice or telling you this, do XYZ or whatever, and then it's like trial and error. If it work, oh, well, praise God. And if it don't, oh, well, you don't want a trial and error mentor, okay? You don't want that. But anywho, just really, really think about that thing. Really, really get into yourself. In this time of us being shut down and all that kind of stuff with COVID, I think is an absolute blessing because it's getting us to a place where we don't have as many distractions as we had before. We don't have as many things stopping us from being great. We don't have as many things keeping us from going where we need to go. It's not that many things that are running through our minds that are keeping us from having a one track focus on something. So, this time, use this time to figure out you. Use this time to figure out where you need to go and what you need to do and who you need to be and where you need to be. Figure it out. Use your time wisely. Let's not worry about what other people got going on. Let's not worry about what other people doing. Let's not worry about what other people are saying. Let's not worry about how other people feel. This is the other thing I came to, okay? What I've noticed about a lot of successful people, they don't really care about people's feelings. They don't really care about what people say. They don't really care about how people see some stuff. And it's not saying that they're being nasty or anything. It's that they don't let that stop them. They don't let it hold them back. They don't let, because you feel some type of way about this, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to do it. They don't sit in their mind like a lot of us do. We go on these journeys in my mind, as one of my best friends called it. And we're sitting there and we're overthinking and we're like, man, if I do this, they're going to feel this type of way. Or if I do that and they're going to see it this type of way. If I say this, they're going to feel this type of way. I was listening to, watching Red Table Talk with Will and Jada. And they were talking to each other about fatherhood and, him being a father and his relationship with his father and all that kind of stuff. And he said his work ethic is to not really care. It's his work ethic that he's like really laser focused, so he doesn't really let what people got going on distract him and how they feel or whatever. But this particular movie that he did, After Earth, he did with his son. And he was trying to be a different kind of parent and a different kind of person when it came to his son. So he was like, when his son felt some type of way, he really listened to it and all this kind of stuff and kind of really kind of gave into how he feels and was really trying to appease him and make him feel comfortable and all that kind of stuff. And the movie tanked. The movie did not do good. And he said, see, this is what happens when I think about other people and always worried about how somebody else feel. And that thing hit me because it's a lot of stuff that I don't do. And there's a lot of stuff I be scared to do. And there's a lot of stuff that I take a long time doing because I'm sitting around like, oh, so-and-so gonna feel this type of way, or so-and-so not gonna agree with this, or so-and-so is gonna see it this way, or they're gonna say this or whatever. And I had to get to this point, and I'm still working on it because there's still some things that I still just really wrestle with. I had to get to this point where hey, it don't matter. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, they're going to feel some type of way whether you do it or whether you don't. And then you sit back, and I have a lot of times sat back and I've watched people do things that I said I should have done. Have an idea like mine, or they go out here and they make it manifest, and they're making all this money off of something that I was sitting around saying, oh, I should do it, but I don't know, I don't think. And that's why now people say, baby, you got a lot going on. Yes, because I am trying to do everything God tells me to do. Now, of course, I got to pace it back a little bit and try to get this stuff to work, and not have so much stuff that it's a lot, but it's not really doing anything. So I'm working on that, people, but I just have this, I have to find balance, because now I just have this mindset of, if I don't do it, somebody else will. If I don't do it and I wait, then it looks like I'm copying somebody. And I've been hearing a lot lately, don't worry about copying somebody. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing. If they're doing it, they're going to think you copy them. Don't worry about it, because at the end of the day, you got to pull from something. You're gonna make it your own. It's gonna be different because it's you. It's gonna be different because you have a different audience. And that's true. I mean, I've been preaching it for years, and it's just still kind of tough sometimes to listen to yourself. But when you hear other people say it, and I've heard it a lot lately. So, baby, I'm about to do a lot of stuff, and I'm about to not. What? Huh? What? Yeah. Okay. I'm about to do the thing, because at the end of the day, long as God approves, and long as God tell me to do, and long as my heart is pure, and I'm not trying to be nasty, and I'm not trying to show nobody up, and I'm not trying to be underhanded and backbiting and be all this kind of negative stuff, it'll be fine. It'll work out. Lives will be changed. And that's my desire. My desire is to instill hope into people. Because if you watch my life and you see my track record, I should not be on here talking to y'all. But we not going to go there. Because, oh my, I can go there. And that'll be a whole nother video. Because I'm going to go in. Because God has been good, huh? He's been amazing. He's done some great things. Hallelujah. So that is all I have, and I hope that this blessed you guys. I know this is different, but hey, I didn't again want to leave you guys without a video. So I hope that you guys were blessed. Make sure you go to my podcast, the Complete Woman Podcast, and make sure you subscribe to that. And make sure you go to my YouTube page, Latoya Kight, and subscribe to that. Go follow me on Instagram at Latoya _Shantae. And I also have a business one, the Life Architect _ So go check that out, people. I love you all, and I thank you all for watching. Goodbye, my loves.